everybody, welcome back CNC Farm, and I'm Ashley in case you're new here. Today we are in the kitchen. My cucumbers are slow at coming in this year. My second batch. My first batch didn't turn out at all. So I have two of these guys that I need to use up. The rest of these are way behind and I just want to use them. Whole family loves dill pickles, so we are going to make a quick dill pickle refrigerator recipe with just these two pickles. Now you can either cut these in spears or slices, and we are going to go slices because, again, that's what my family prefers. These little cucumbers, they are pickling cucumbers. I want to say they're Boston something or another. I was so great at the beginning of the season keeping track of everything I planted, but then my summer garden did a flop and I just kind of went crazy planting stuff, trying to get some fall stuff in. And these are the first two out of my second plant. I love to say these look awesome for pickles. I know I've never grown this kind before, and they smell phenomenal. And really you can cut these into whatever thickness you prefer. I'm just kind of going the sandwich slice size. Have some cheesy, messy cheeseburgers, I call them, tonight for dinner. And these should be ready. I believe they take, it says 4 hours or overnight. Obviously overnight's best, but I know these will not make it overnight. And this is just a small batch, perfect for small family, single person. Alright, so we've got our pickles sliced. Now what we're going to add to this is the brine. The brine we are going to cook on the stove. We're going to boil it, bring it to a boil, and then we're going to let it come to completely cool. Let's see, I will link the recipe down below. So what we're going to add to this is going to be 3/4 cup of water, 1/4 cup of white vinegar, half a teaspoon of dill. You can use fresh dill. Unfortunately, my dill did not produce this year, so we're going dry. And we're going to do some peppercorns, 5 or 6. And we've got a half teaspoon of mustard seed, a teaspoon of salt, 2 teaspoons of sugar, and I like to do just a pinch of red pepper. Also has 2 cloves of garlic, Alright, we are going to bring this to a boil and then let it cool completely before we add it to our pickles. Alright, we are back with our cooled brine, and we are going to pour this over the pickles. Now the recipe said for 3 mini cucumbers. Now I had 2 small ones and it filled the jar, so you know, use a bigger, I mean, I could have used a bigger jar, I guess, but anyway, here we go. We're going to pour this over. And then what it says to do is to top it off with the rest of the water. So I have some straggler stuff down in there. So I'm just going to add a little water. And we're going to try and get all that out and pour that down in here and top it off. All right. And we'll put the lid on this. Nice and tight. Give it a little shake. Now, I am a little bit concerned. I used the amount that this recipe called for the dill. I didn't have it on quite tight enough. But when I stuck my finger in the brine, it tasted almost a little too dilly, but maybe it'll even out once this gets on. This was a new recipe for a small batch. Usually I make more. But we will put these in the refrigerator. Looks pretty yummy.